Daredevil Season 3, Episode number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here to Season 3 of Daredevil. It's been a minute since we've been on Daredevil. However, I did just finish checking out Defenders. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it, and I'm glad I did take the path of checking out Defenders rather than skipping over it and jumping straight into Season 3 from Season 2 of Daredevil, just because of everything that happened in Defenders, man. We wrapped up a lot of stuff in that, right? We brought some characters back. We put Matt in a certain position, which I'm assuming we're going to be picking up right here for that as well. Obviously, if you watch my reaction, if you watch Defenders at all, you know how it ended. The building coming down, Matt down there at the end of the episode, Matt being in the church or wherever he was at. Elektra, is she dead? Is she alive? I do not know, but I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. People have been hyping up Season 3 of Daredevil since I started Season 1 of Daredevil. Season 1 and 2 were absolutely amazing. I loved them. I think they were great. Again, Defenders, I thought was good. I didn't think it was amazing. It definitely didn't top Daredevil for me, but it is something I am glad that I checked out. But we are here to Season 3. I'm excited for it. I don't know what to expect going into it storyline wise. Obviously, with Defenders, it seems like we wrapped up everything with the Hand, so I don't know what's coming back for that. I don't think the Punisher is going to be in this. I know he has his own show and everything like that. I don't know timeline wise, like when the Punisher came out versus when this came out or what, but I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. Once we finish Season 3 of Daredevil, we will be jumping into the Punisher. But guys, I'm going to stop wasting time. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are on the new channel, you do hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Let's see what we got, man. Watching Defenders, like, we're still with Matt, we're still with Foggy, we're still with Karen, we're still with those characters, so it felt similar to Daredevil, but it ain't Daredevil at the end of the day, man, you know? What? Was this right after the building fell? Oh, was he getting pushed out like through the sewers somehow? Is this how he ended up surviving? Bro, that hole was really deep, man. He's still in his suit too, man. I mean, he doesn't have the mask on at least.
Father Lantern, Clinton Church.
Told him to take him to the church, and that's how he ended up in here. But bro, I mean, I guess that's how he ended up surviving it, right? I gotta go back and watch that whole little intro right there, but I mean, it seemed like he just got pushed out through like a sewer line, but they were super deep.
Call 911.
He's a vigilante. Goes to a hospital, a police will.
The priest, bro, he knows who Matt is, so he's gonna vouch for him.
We need to get him out of this.
Dude, so they all know who he is now.
You don't know.
Bro, that I think that was the priest, right? The one he always talks to, because he already knew who Matt was. God, dude, I wonder what happened to Elektra then. Did she just get buried and not make it out?
Lay down. Several weeks.
Weeks?
Where is she? Who? Elektra.
I don't know who that is. Stay in the bed.
My right ear. I can't.
Stop this right now.
I can't see. I can't see.
I can't see.
Yeah, just like before. I wonder if these are the same people who tended to him when he was younger too, right? Bro, I mean, the priest was vouching for him, right? You know, she wanted to call the cops, send him to the hospital and stuff, but he was like, you can't, you know, because he's always known what Matthew did. Like, he was like, I think I have a pretty good idea type deal when he asked him, right? Ooh, did I see Vincent? Bro, is Fisk gonna be in this again? Are we getting back to him? I think I saw his name in the credits. Yeah. The priest always knew, so it's good that he was there to kind of vouch for him, because they were just going to send him to the hospital, let the police arrest him, do whatever, you know? But it's like more and more people are knowing who Matt is now, right? More and more people are knowing he is the devil of Hell's Kitchen, so to speak. She said it's been several weeks since he's been out, too. At first, and when we started the episode, I was like, bro, is this the afterlife or what? But I guess it was just like he somehow got pushed out through like a sewer line.
The nuns know who you are, but Sister Maggie swore them to secrecy. After she swore at me. Mystical thinking is not my bag, Matthew. Hell, I'm probably the most rational crank in the whole diocese. But even I have to admit, it is a miracle you survived.
Yeah, to say the least.
I'll be around. When you're ready to talk.
Bro needs some time, man. Like, he had to witness Electra die twice, essentially.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised by any of this. You were always pissed off. Of course, back then, you were just a boy who lost his eyesight. And now, you're the devil of Hell's Kitchen.
Oh.
You've heard of me.
I live in an orphanage, not under a rock. I just never imagined it'd be one of us running around in that Halloween costume.
It's more than a Halloween costume.
I'm deaf in my right ear, and I can't even walk to the bathroom now.
You're pretty banged up.
For now.
Your spine, your hip. Now that you're out of the woods,
You want me to go?
it's not a convalescent home.
I understand.
I'm sorry.
I'll figure something out.
At least one person I can call for you.
No. There's no one.
Probably would have been Stick, because he would probably understand, but he doesn't even want to put this on Foggy and Karen right now, huh? And he can't even really go back to his apartment because they're probably cleaning it up and getting rid of his stuff, huh? Man, dude, he's deaf in his right. I think he'll heal in time, probably, right? He was doing like meditation and stuff before to help him heal. I think he will in time. This is just a really bad accident. Whole ass building came down on him, bro. Stacking all his mail for him still. She still has hope. You know, we saw it in Defenders. She keeps thinking like they didn't find a body, so maybe. I get it, you know, when a loved one dies, it feels surreal.
How was the walk?
I just needed some space.
No, of course. I get it. Please come in.
Oh. We're gonna get to see the conversation they had after that moment then, huh?
Well, I can sense things about you.
Okay, like what?
I know that you stopped on the way over here. Our favorite Indian place. Probably it was a trip down memory lane because you didn't eat, but you did order a drink. See, I can smell the curry on your clothes and I can taste the Jamesons off your lips. I know that just telling you all that makes you uncomfortable.
Her heart rate.
How can I be this mad at someone who saved my life?
Because he's your friend and you cared for him and he broke your trust.
Yeah, stop agreeing with me. It's making it worse.
I'm glad we're getting to see this, man.
I didn't judge Frank. Why would I judge you?
Well, maybe you should judge Frank. Castle's a killer. I'm not.
You don't always know what motivates people to do what they do.
Yeah, but I know when they lie to me. Their heartbeats tell me. I will never lie to you again. That's a promise. All right, ask me anything.
But that trust, she doesn't know if you're telling the truth now.
Where do you keep it?
The closet.
I'm glad we're seeing this, man, because I wanted to see her like reaction to it all. And in Defenders, we got to see a little bit of the fallout, but not this initial reaction. The remix, I like it.
I don't need him to be a part of me anymore.
It's like at the end of the day, it's who he is. Like he might have said that, but maybe he felt like that at that time, but obviously things changed as we saw in Defenders as well.
Remember how I told you that I was going to talk to Matt's landlord about letting his place go?
Uh-huh.
Surprise.
She's moving in.
Are you living here?
Oh, no. God, no. I'm just paying the bills, or some of them, until Matt gets back. But,
Matt's being evicted.
yeah, I need you to help me convince his landlord to give me an extension.
She still thinks he's coming back. Okay, so she didn't move in here. I thought she did move in. You know what I mean? That she convinced the landlord to give it to her, but it's that she's just still paying him, man, because she thinks Matt's coming back. And we know he is, but she doesn't.
The building fell on Matt, a big one. And nobody's heard from him since. Matt's dead. The first time I've said that out loud.
Probably hard.
Let's just split him down the middle, 50-50.
Fine. But then, that's it, okay?
Man, I hope we get to see them see each other this episode, bro. I don't want to have to wait.
That music.
Chapel is right above us.
Yeah, but isn't that Arabic?
The mosque on 39th had a pipe burst, so We're sharing our space for a few weeks.
Bro, that was a really cool POV, and if you're wearing headphones, you can tell like the left ear was more clear and the right ear was like dampened and kind of staticky. That was awesome.
I let people in, I paid a price. I won't make that mistake again.
I get the sense things are complicated with you and the guy upstairs.
No, not at all. If anything, I'd say we finally know where we stand with each other.
That's why he doesn't want to talk to the priest.
God's perfect servant, Job. He prayed every day at dawn with his knees on the ground, his face in the dirt. Slaughtered 10 goats, one for each of his children, and burned them at the altar in God's honor. Of all God's soldiers, Job, he was the most loyal.
I know the story, Matthew.
Oh, then you know what happens next. God murdered all 10 of his children in cold blood. Scorched every inch of Job's land, lashed at his body till his skin was covered in bloody welts. God rained shit and misery on the life of his most perfect servant, and still, Job would not curse him.
That's how Matthew feels, huh?
Job was a pussy. You see, that was me, sister. I suffered willingly.
This season's gonna be about him dealing with questioning his beliefs, huh? Diving into that a lot. I mean, I get where he's coming from, bro. He like lost it all. He got Electra back, lost her again, lost Stick, lost his life essentially, damn near. He's like losing everything. I get it where he's coming from, man.
I care about people, and I'm choosing to let them believe that I'm gone because I am. I'd rather die as the devil than live as Mount Murdoch.
Ooh. The dialogue for this season, like the dialogue for the previous seasons have always been great, but like just that right there was amazing, man. Like the season 2 had some amazing dialogue points. This was another one, dude. I love it. It's great. The season's going to be him questioning his faith and his beliefs so much. I'm sure he's going to come back around at some point, but I understand where he's coming from. Everything he went through, like he lost Electra, he got her back. He lost her again. You know, he gave his life for the city and everything, all the shit he keeps going through again and again. But I mean, he was saved. You know what I mean? He did live, just as the priest was saying. It's nothing short of a miracle, right? Like how? Fisk! I knew I saw his name in the credits. I'm gonna dive back into this storyline with him and Matt then maybe? Maybe he does go after him. I wonder if he...
Quiet!
Jeez, bro, the pull he has in here. I wonder if, you know, it made news that Matt died. I mean, nobody, who else knew he was down there? Maybe not. Because I was going to say maybe he heard that the devil at Hell's Kitchen died, but who knew he was down there? So who could have known that he died?
We've been doing everything we can to help her.
But there have been some setbacks.
Vanessa?
Miss Mariana's return.
It's going to be more complicated than we anticipated.
They're scared of him, bro.
The federal government has decided to charge her as an accessory. If they locate her overseas or she sets foot on U.S. soil, she'll face prosecution and prison.
Oof.
I see.
Bro, you can see he's trying to contain that anger. Such a great actor. Literally like the muscles in his face twitching and moving when he got it, to trying to compose himself, to not freak out. Fantastic, bro. Oh, and staring at that wall too. The White Rabbit, right? That's what the painting was called. Mimic the wall he was staring at when he was a boy. Oh my gosh, dude. His senses all messed up, man.
After the beating you took, everything's swollen. Maybe your hearing will come back when it goes down. Or maybe it'll come back when you take your head out your ass.
Ha.
I just want you to know that I think you're a hero, hiding down here feeling sorry for yourself. I mean, just out back, there's an orphanage full of kids who've lost everything and everyone. Some of them disabled, much worse off than you ever were, with all the gifts God gave you. Handsome, smart, a law degree, and people who care about you. Yeah. And you're bravely giving up.
Notice how she didn't mention any of the fighting, because she's mentioning who Matt is.
Look, I appreciate everything you've done for me, I really do, but don't for a second think you know anything about me or my life.
I've been a nun for 30 years. I know self-pity when I hear it. Your father was famous around here. I saw him fight. I saw him go down many times.
But he always got back up.
He never stayed down.
Matt, that's exactly what Matt's going through right now. Some self-pity, bro. And I mean, after an accident like that, especially when he's lost his hearing and stuff, I get it. Like once his hearing and stuff hopefully comes back, I think he'll get past it. He just needs time, man. You know, you go through something like this, it's going to take time. He's probably has a broken heart again because Electra's gone. He felt like he failed her again. You know what I mean? He lost his hearing and stuff like that. Like for the most part, I mean, like, because back in season 2, I think it was, his hearing went away for a sec before too, but then it came back and he was fine. You know, I get that was a little bit different, but this is a more serious injury. It's going to take more time. But sometimes you got to have a little self-loathing, you know, to grow. Fell, but it didn't break. Oh.
Oh.
Ton of blood still. Did that help maybe with his hearing? Yeah, I think his hearing came back, huh? Maybe there's just a bunch of blood stopped up in there, dried up and everything. See, it just takes some time, Matt. He can move around without knocking stuff over again finally. But I mean, bro, like not that much time. Well, I guess they said he was out for a couple of weeks already, right? Plus, I'm assuming this has been a couple of days now since he's been down here. Yep. He's in his rebuilding arc, baby. Oh. Yep. He's start, but his senses are there, man.
Brought food.
I did. I brought you some.
He can smell again.
Beef ravioli from Nona's. Nice.
Now you're just showing off.
She's like, yep, I know self-pity. Now you're coming out of it. She was right.
Thanks for making this happen.
Pain should be used for God's work.
Oh yeah, that's why he made me this way.
No, that's why he made boxing.
Oh, he's gonna let him box? He's gonna get beat a little bit, I think. Yep. He needs this though. Yep. Clean with the combos. Said he hits hard. I wasn't expecting that. Ooh, that ear. It was his right ear that had problems before, wasn't it? Yeah, he can't hear again. Bro, maybe there's still blood in there. Gotta flush it. There's something with that ear, bro. He hasn't even been to the doctor to have x-rays or anything, man. I get it, he can't because everyone thinks he's dead, but we need to get that ear looked at. Something's going on internally.
For what it's worth, you are incredible.
Thank you.
Let her put the cross on this time. Is he going out? Or up, rather. Yep. The OG Daredevil look. Season 1. Bro, I don't think he's ready for this. I think he might get his ass beat. Yeah, he's not ready for this, bro. You see how he covered his ear? He's got to worry about that now. Dude, I love the remix of the music. It's so good. Bro, you notice how he keeps protecting that ear.
We'll get you to the hospital.
He knows they're getting away. It's such an awesome little detail, bro. Kind of like an Attack on Titan when the Titans cover their nape up a little bit, right? It's like their sensitive spot. He knows he can't get hit there. God, bro. Look, he saw the little smile. Now that they got away, he's letting himself get beat. He wants to get killed.
God forgive me. Leave him. Let's get out of here.
The cops. Yeah, he wanted to save them and then just let it happen, man. Like he said, he would rather die the devil than live as Matthew, you know what I mean? He don't want to be alive no more. He did his thing though. He still wanted to save people, you know. He saved them the second they got away. He let himself kind of get get got, so to speak, right? Like he stopped fighting back.
My courageous sister-in-law is now 100% cancer-free. We know it hasn't been easy for you, with all the obstacles you faced. Being denied insurance.
Maybe he's been paying for it and that's why they're out of money.
Maybe I could pick up some evening hours at the center.
You're
and
not getting another job. We've been down this road before.
I know, Ray, but I can't see another way out.
I'll fix this.
Maybe he's gonna connect to Fisk somehow. He's gonna go to him to work for him or do some type of work for him for money.
Do you have any idea what your FICO score is?
Credit score.
557.
Ooh.
Your FICO score is 557.
So it's not Stella, you know.
You're buried in debt, and that makes you a recruitment target.
I haven't had a pay bump in 3.5 years.
I know it's wrong. You're a fine agent. But I can't make this happen for you. Not until you fix your finances.
He's gonna turn to some dirty work probably to make money. That's messed up, man. And his score is messed up obviously because he was paying for his sister-in-law's cancer treatments, man, and stuff. Like life happens, bro. But
We talk to this guy every month, and every month he gives us nothing.
he's gonna end up doing something. Maybe it's Fisk. Sure enough, he's gonna turn to Fisk to get some money, I bet. In exchange, he's gonna probably help him with his girl.
I would do anything to protect her. Anything.
What is it you're saying?
I want to make a deal.
First time he's been willing to talk, probably. Shit, all for Vanessa. Damn, that's the end. Come on, man. We really are back to Daredevil, aren't we? Oh my gosh, man. What an episode. What a premiere. Season 3, episode 1 of Daredevil is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. We really are back to Daredevil, man. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, Defenders was good, but gosh, damn, does it feel good to be back to Daredevil, man. It's just Daredevil's top tier, bro. The writing, amazing. The whole episode was so good, man. Now, so did Matt just, like, bro, for Matt coming out of, like, you could see the cross, like yeah, the way what he was falling and stuff looked like he was on a cross type deal. Like, how did he get out of this, bro? Because this shit was so far, like, they made it a big deal about how deep that hole was and everything, right? So how did he, like, how was there, like, sewer lines that deep? You know what I mean? And that's how he ended up escaping. Whatever, that aside, man, his whole kind of, you know, entrance, toward the start of the show, the dialogue he had with the nun, I think that's Maggie, right? Sister Maggie, was fantastic, bro. You know, his whole thing about him thinking he's a soldier and then God punishing him, the back and forth, and you know, she's like, I've seen self-pity before. Sometimes when you go through stuff like that, bro, when you go through a big accident in life, something like that, dude, he lost his abilities, he lost hearing in one ear essentially, bro. He was all banged up. Obviously he's gonna feel pretty shitty, right? Like, you're gonna have a lot of self-pity, you're gonna have a lot of self-loathing and stuff like that. When I got my accident, my shoulders were all messed up, I was depressed as hell too. I was mad and everything like that. Now, granted, not the same way he was, but still. So I kind of get it. But it just took some time, bro. They said he was out for a couple of weeks, right? And then I don't know how much time passed when he was down in the kind of laundry area. I'm assuming just a few days. But, you know, he like she said, all his whole body was swollen and everything like that. Blood going, like, he's got to get his fucking ear checked out. I get he can't go to a hospital, but he's got to get something checked out with that, because there might be like some type of internal bleeding going on or something like that, and every time he gets hit in the ear, like, it starts bleeding again and reopens up, and that's why he keeps losing hearing or something along those lines. I don't know, but like, the dialogue throughout this episode was just amazing, bro. It's like the dialogue in Defenders in comparison to the dialogue in Daredevil is just night and day, bro. Like, season 2, that rooftop scene with Frank and him was amazing. You know, a couple of the scenes with Fisk and him, amazing. And then this episode, already starting off, just amazing dialogue back and forth. You know, I truly do enjoy it. Sometimes even more than the action scenes, bro. I love a show that has a really good dialogue, and this is one of them, man. It truly is. But to see Karen still paying his rent, I'm assuming it's probably been roughly 3 to 4 weeks since the building came down, because they said he was out for a couple of weeks and then probably a few days here. So I'm assuming it's been about 3 to 4 weeks since the building came down, the accident. Maybe a little bit longer, because she said she had been paying rent for a while, and I'm assuming they charge rent monthly. So maybe it has been longer than 3 or 4 weeks, but I don't know, dude. Well, yeah, because then he also had that healing time too after he woke up before they moved him downstairs. So it probably has been closer to like 2 or 3 months. But like, she's still, like, from our perspective, we know he's alive. We know he's getting better, so to speak. But from like her perspective, dude, like, that's gotta suck. Like, losing a loved one and knowing they're dead and like having confirmation is already hard enough to deal with. But losing a loved one and just never finding a body or anything, your mind is just going to do everything it can to tell you they're still alive, they're going to come back, they escaped. Even something as insane as that, like a building coming down onto him, it's just like, how do you survive something like that? Even like Foggy was saying, you know, and he said that this episode right here was the first time he said it out loud, that Matt was dead, that he's gone. And it's just got to be so hard for them, bro. But I am so excited to get to see a reunion. I know Matt, you know, he says he's letting go of his friends and everything like that, but he's gonna come around, man. I feel like he's gonna show up at his apartment or something, dude, and it's gonna be amazing to see that reunion happen between him, Foggy, and Karen, dude. Like, their friendship throughout season 1 was great. Obviously, season 2 is when it kind of fractured and changed a lot, but they still care for each other, man. And like, they're all on their kind of different paths now. You know, Foggy, he's deep into lawyering. Karen, she's deep into her reporter stuff. Matt, he's deep into his Daredevil stuff, or at least was, and I'm assuming will be still, because at the end of the day, Daredevil is kind of, you know, it's a part of him, man. Like, Matt, the lawyer and everything like that, yeah, that's a part of him too, but it's like, you can't fully have one without the other, so to speak. You know, they're both who he is at the end of the day. He's not just one of them, he's both. And he kind of needs that in his life to feel fulfilled and to be happy. You know, he can't sit back and just listen to all the crime in the city, because at the end of the day, that's part of the reason he started it in the first place, right? He said every night he would sit there being able to hear people, hear the city, you know, crying out for help, essentially. And that's why he started it in the first place. But to see where he's at now, man, he was going to let himself be killed. Like he said, he would rather die the devil of Hell's Kitchen than live as Matt Murdock. You know what I mean? And he probably wishes he did die with Elektra in that accident. I'm assuming she died. Maybe. I don't think she died, bro. They wouldn't have killed her off screen, and I feel like they wouldn't have brought her back to kill her again. You know, so I hope she comes back at some point too. But I don't know. Maybe like Madame Gal was down there. Mercani was still, like, he was messed up, but he could have survived it. I wouldn't be surprised if he came back. Maybe Madame Gal got her out somehow or something. That would be my guess, because I don't think they would kill her off screen. I don't think they would bring her back just to kill her again. So I'm assuming we're going to see Elektra again for sure. Madame Gal, maybe she's out there somewhere. I don't know, dude. But regardless, fantastic premiere for Daredevil season 3. We are back on it, guys, and it feels amazing to be back into Daredevil. I just want to binge this, bro, to be honest. Like, again, Defenders, it was okay. It was good. But there ain't nothing like Daredevil, bro. This show is so good when it comes to the writing, the music, like the little remixes of the theme it had in this episode. Some of the colors they had, like when we, toward the start of the episode, when we saw the flashback of, you know, Karen and Matt talking in the apartment, the colors coming from outside, like from the advertisement sign that's always out there, or whatever it is, all the lights, like the blues and the darks and the oranges. It was just, it was so good. And I'm glad they showed that flashback too, because in Defenders, obviously, you know, when we started out, the time had passed and they had already kind of had that discussion and whatnot. You know, they talked in the cafe and things like that. And there was a little bit of awkwardness there, but it wasn't like her initial reaction, right? But we did get to see it here, which is cool to see, man. So I'm excited to see that reunion. I'm excited to see this Fisk stuff continue to roll, because the season 1 Fisk stuff was great. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do this season, man. But guys, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, guys? I hope you all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below what is something you guys want to see me react to next on the channel. I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Alexander Collins, and the homie Christopher Larimer. Your guys' support is much appreciated. If you guys haven't already and you do want to join the Patreon family, the link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. You get early access to a bunch of videos up to 2, sometimes even 3 weeks in advance, full-length reactions, and you get to participate in polls to help decide what we do and what we react to on the channel. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.